What is going on, guys? Papa C back with another video for you guys, and today I'm bringing you the NPA Season 3 Week 1 Team Builder. Your New York Lynx are getting ready to go up against T-Train and the Luster City Pokemon Club. If you guys want to support the channel and if you're hyped, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new. The battle will be up tomorrow, and of course, I just want to mention this real quick. This will go with all the Team Builders due in the future. All of these Team Builders are recorded before the battle happens, and they're uploaded after the battle happens. So keep that in mind, because if you guys leave a suggestion saying, hey, see, you should run this instead, I'm not ignoring you. It's just that by the time you commented that, the battle already happened, just so you guys know. So taking a look at our team here, this is our full team in case you guys don't know. We got Jirachi, Suicune, Regular Kyurem, Hitmonlee, Gligar, Levany, Mega Alakazam, Zapdos, Klefki, Blaziken, and Steelix. Looking at our opponent here, he has Superior, Gyarados, P2, Sneasel, Druddigon, Crustle, Magearna, Donphan, Espeon, Hariyama, and Manectric. So right off the bat, the things that I want to look out for the most are Superior, Gyarados, P2, Druddigon, and Magearna. Now, Superior, Gyarados, and P2 are because I know T-Train really likes those Pokemon, especially Superior and P2. They're Pokemon that he uses a lot in draft leagues, a lot on his own, and I know they're Pokemon that he knows how to use. Another thing I really want to be careful for actually is Espeon because of Magic Bounce. Now, that was a problem because Magic Bounce, you know, originally, let me just show you the team, I guess. Originally, what I really wanted to do was I really wanted to have Levany with Sticky Webs. The problem with that is Gyarados is immune to Sticky Webs. Sticky Webs doesn't really help us against P2, and against Superior, he just gets +1 speed because of Contrary. And at that point, it really wasn't worth running Sticky Web anymore, so I decided to drop Levany. And I also want to give a big shout out to my front office, Slimy, Frost, Sock, Dominic, probably forgetting somebody, but everybody who helped with this team, thank you so much because we spent so much time on this team. So the first Pokemon that we decided that would be like probably the best for this matchup was Zapdos, aka Lieutenant Hawkeye. Running a static Zapdos, which is a thing now. I don't think last season it was possible to have the hidden ability Zapdos or hidden ability Birds. Now we have static, which is very nice because we have a bulky defensive leftovers one. Heat Wave, Thunderbolt, Roost, and Roar. Heat Wave and Thunder Wave, between Fire and Electric, hits a lot of his team. Superior, Gyarados, Sneasel, Magearna. Okay, maybe just 4 things, but it definitely does help out a lot. Heat Wave actually does over half to Magearna, which is very nice. Now, another unfortunate thing about this being on 7th Gen and this being in Sun and Moon is that there is no Sweeper Calcs for Sun and Moon, so I can't show you guys the Sweeper Calcs like I did last season, unfortunately, but I think defensive Zapdos would be very good. Also, against Sheer Force Druddigon, I can take some Ice Punches, which I don't really want to stay in on Sheer Force Druddigon, but I can if I really want to. I can't really touch it. And I also have Roar for Magearna. If he's running a Shift Gear, Shift Gear, that's a move, Magearna, I can just roar it out, because if he runs Shift Gear, he's probably still going to be special. He's probably just going to run Shift Gear for the +2 attack or +2 speed, and I can just roar it out, because even if he has Ice Beam, if he's modest max, it does at the most half health, and at that point his only hope is to freeze me, so hopefully it doesn't happen. Next up, we have a pretty key Pokemon. Nope, no pun intended. I actually didn't mean to make that joke at all. We have DJ Khaled, the Klefki with the red card and Prankster, Thunder Wave, Magic Coat, Spikes, Magnet Rise, 252 HP, 52 defense, 204 Spadef with a careful nature. Very specific EV spread. Now, Thunder Wave for obvious reasons. I want to slow down his team, especially that Superior and that Magearna if they're able to set up. Red card is again for Magearna. I can just switch it in on Magearna, get that red card, force Magearna out if it does set up. Same thing with anything that sets up, I guess. Like, if he has Superior, and Superior's at like +4 or +6 even after Contrary Leaf Storm, just send in DJ Khaled. I can go for a cheeky Prankster or a cheeky Spikes if I want, and then if he goes for an attack, he just has to get switched out. Yes, I might kill my Klefki, but at the very least, I get Spikes up, and I get to force out a big threat. Also running Magico. Now, this team has a lot of things on, I guess. A lot of things, I guess you could say, are situational. Now, if I'm looking at his team, and I see that he does not have Donphan, but he has Druddigon, I am probably going to lead with Klefki. If he doesn't have Donphan or Druddigon, I'm definitely leading Klefki. And if I lead Klefki and he has Donphan, it's a very tricky situation. I was really considering running Air Balloon. I still might run Air Balloon on this. It might be a game time decision, because my thought process is, if I lead Klefki and he leads Donphan, would he be more likely to just hit Earthquake or just hit Stealth Rocks? Now, since I have Magic Coat, if he goes for Stealth Rocks, then I'll just bounce back the Stealth Rocks and get them up for me, because the only hazards we have to set up with this team are Spikes, and 1 layer of Spikes is actually pretty crucial, because 1 layer of Spikes ensures a lot of rolls, and 2, if anything is scarfed, or excuse me, if anything is sashed, obviously that helps because then they die, or they take damage and then the sash is broken. So Thunder Wave. So Klefki is going to be pretty important in this matchup. but it's only going to be like a one-time thing. I send it out, go for one move, and that's all it needs to do. So I'm definitely hoping that Klefki works out. Again, red card should work in theory. If we don't see Donphan, then I think Klefki should really shine. But then again, I feel like he would bring Donphan because I have this and I have Steelix as 2 steel types, which can, you know, get kind of destroyed by Donphan. So anyway, next up we have Deus, aka the Mega Alakazam, with the Magic card. I'm running I'm running Magic Guard pre-evolution, then obviously Trace after you Mega Evolve. Psyshock, Sinnoh Beam, HP, Ice, and Psychic with 236 speed, max special attack, timid, and 20 in HP. Now, this specific spread outspeeds his entire team except for a Choice Scarfer, but it does it outspeeds his entire team except for Choice Scarf Superior or Sneasel, and it outspeeds +1 Gyarados and Scarf Magearna. So that's pretty good, I guess. I definitely do like that. Psyshock just hits his team harder than Psychic. If he does bring Hariyama, I calculate careful Assault Vest Hariyama with max Def, Psyshock still kills. Psychic does not. So that's why I have Psyshock. Signal Beam hits Espeon. Signal Beam also hits that Sneasel. I could have ran Focus Blast for the Sneasel, but then I don't want to miss stuff like that, and I also hit the Sneasel. So I just think that Signal Beam was better. HP Ice is somewhat of a filler move. It does hit Superior. It does hit Druddigon, which is nice. Outside of that, I don't think HP Ice will be used too much in this battle. And I do have Substitute because in the chance that he has something like a Pursuit Sneasel, I can just go for Substitute on it. And then that way I won't die, and that way next turn I can fire back with the Signal Beam and most likely kill it. So Substitute will also help in the case that he has a Sucker Punch Druddigon, because if he has Druddigon out, obviously I'm going to want to click HP Ice. However, if I go for Sub and he goes for Sucker Punch, that's going to be very, very good. I'm somewhat expecting Druddigon to come with a Sheer Force variant, which is kind of the reason why I expect him to bring Druddigon and Donphan, with Donphan being a Stealth Rocker. If I'm being honest again too, I don't know if he's going to bring Rapid Spin on his Donphan. Looking at his team, I am pretty sure that Donphan is his only hazard removal, unless you want to count, you know, Espeon Magic Bounce. He does also have that Crustle for Stealth Rock, so I want to mention that real quick, because if Crustle does come, and that's his obvious Stealth Rock lead, then I can lead Klefki all day and just go for Magic Coat, which would be very, very nice. So, next Pokemon we have Blaziken, aka El Dorado 5. This set is a good set. I like this set. Now, lots of weird things with this Blaziken. So first off, we have Agility. After an Agility, we outspeed his entire team, Choice Scarf, everything just gets outsped. High Jump Kick, Thunder Punch, and Flare Blitz. Now, Thunder Punch after Intimidate from Gyarados still does over half, which is kind of nice. Flare Blitz kills Magearna. Fightium Z High Jump Kick kills Magearna, and Fightium Z High Jump Kick, I'm pretty sure, kills Druddigon after Rocks if he's not running a defensive Druddigon. Then obviously it kills Sneasel, it kills P2. So I feel like Fightium Z in this matchup is going to be very, very good. Now, one interesting thing about the NPA is that we can use Z moves on any Pokemon. Like I know other leagues, like I think the GBA does it, where you have to designate one Pokemon and only that Pokemon can use a Z move. In the NPA, we can do it with any Pokemon. So this week it'll be Blaziken, next week it might be a different Pokemon, it might be nothing at all, it might be Blaziken again. I don't know, but I'm definitely looking forward to this set. Now, this is a Blaziken, can't run Speed Boost, of course. Adamant Nature. Now, this move set is it's a bit tricky because Blaziken is base 80 speed, Gyarados is base 81, so no matter what, we can't outspeed it. Adamant, though, we do outspeed Magearna, which is nice. 252 attack, because you can definitely pack a punch. 76 in HP. Now, I have 8 in Spadef. That 8 in Spadef is relevant, believe it or not. I forget exactly why it's relevant, but I'm pretty sure it's because I can take something better. I forgot exactly what it was. I'm pretty sure it's something from Magearna I can take better, because if I had 0 investments with Death, it would do over half, but 8 does less than half. It was something really dumb like that. I don't remember it exactly. Anyway, next Pokemon we have is 2Kixer, the Hitmonlee, with the Lychee Berry, Unburdened, Knockoff, another sub-Pokemon, Close Combat, and Mach Punch, 12 HP, Max Attack, 244 Speed, Adamant Nature. This is to outspeed, I'm pretty sure this outspeeds Gyarados if it's Adamant. Now, I ran Adamant because if I get the Unburden off, I outspeed his entire team anyway. This does outspeed a Choice Scarf Superior, which is nice. And I do have the Lychee Berry with Unburden. Now, what this does is, if I'm at 1/4 HP or less, my attack goes up, and then the Unburden goes off, meaning that my speed is doubled. Knockoff, Sub, Close Combat, Mach Punch. Sub is just to get the Unburden off. Now, this thing is pretty specially bulky, so I can definitely take a special hit which would probably knock me down into my Legendary Bear range. If he has a neutral superior, I can actually take a Leaf Storm bar a crit, which it should knock me down to Legendary range, and then after that, I can just like close combat or something. I have Mach Punch. I feel like I have to have Mach Punch on this thing because of Sneasel. If Sneasel comes out and goes for Ice Shard after I've gone for like 2 or 3 close combats, then Ice Shard would probably kill me. That's why I have that. Knockoff for Espeon, knockoff for P2 as well, although I do have close combat. This thing I think could be really fun, especially late game. Kind of a bit of a niche set. To be honest, I feel like there could be a situation where I don't even send this out at all, or I just sack it off. But it's something that I think could be really, really interesting. And the last Pokemon that we have on the team is Volley, aka Kyurem, the White Dragon. Choice Scarf, Pressure, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Dragon Pulse, and HP Electric, oddly enough. We have a Modest Nature with 4 HP, because, I had that remaining. Max Special Attack, and Max Speed. Now, this is really funny, because if I'm Modest Max Speed, I outspeed Jolly Gyarados by 1 point. You see this number, 147? That's kind of like the lucky number, like 147 there. And then, does anything else have 147? Nothing else has 147, actually, so never mind. On a previous build of this team, I had like 3 different Pokemon that had that 147 speed just for Gyarados. On this build, it's just the Kyurem. Now, Ice Beam hits so many things so hard. Earth Power is really just for Magearna. I guess it hits Crustle for neutral, so that's a thing. Dragon Pulse is just for a strong hit. I was really considering running Draco Meteor, but I figured the problem with Draco is I go for it once, and then after that, I can't really do much else. So I figured let's go for Dragon Pulse. Strong stab move. Does hit Druddigon, I guess, even though I do have Ice Beam. And then HP Electric is literally just for Gyarados, because if you look at Kyurem's move pool and you look at Gyarados, there's really not many things that Kyurem can do to a Gyarados. Now, this Kyurem does not get Fusion Bolt like Kyurem Black, so you don't have to worry about that. And the only possible electric move I could have is Hidden Power Electric. Now, it's a bit tricky since he does have the ground type in the Donphan. He does have some electric resist like in Druddigon and stuff. However, if I ran something like HP Rock doesn't even do nearly as much as HP Electric to Gyarados. So kind of a weird thing to have. Again, it's very niche. I feel like this team is really going to come down to just Klefki getting spikes up, and then Alakazam doing its thing. Lieutenant Hawkeye is going to come in and take some hits, and maybe just, get a cheeky Heat Wave off on that Magearna or something, maybe get some Brewster or Roar. But I really feel like the star of this is either going to be Klefki and Deus here putting in the work, or Klefki and Kyurem late game putting in the work. Definitely Klefki is going to be key. I know that's, kind of a pun, but not really. Klefki getting 1 layer of spikes up and maybe just 1 T-Wave is going to be pretty important. So that's the team for this week. Hopefully we can kick it off with a win. I have a pretty bad record with with winning week 1 battles. I'm pretty sure I've only won week 1 of a league battle in 1 league. I'm pretty sure it was just PGL Season 2. Because PGL Season 1, PGL Season 3, PGL Season 4, NPA Season 2, and I guess my first week in the P4G, even though it wasn't week 1, it was I took over team in the middle of the season. I lost all my first battles, except for PGL Season 2, so hopefully we can break that curse. T-Train is somebody that I've played a lot in league battles, and he's definitely somebody who is good, so I definitely want to be careful around him. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the team. Like I said, the battle will be up tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Keep rooting for your New York Lynx. I will see you guys tomorrow, and bye-bye.